How you doing, everyone? Welcome back into NRL Fantasy Analysis. We're going to be going through our Round 6 Q&A here, going through all of your comments on the YouTube channel there. And sorry I haven't been able to get to them over the last few days. Been really busy with work, life, getting these videos out to you. So I hope this really helps. I hope it covers all the topics that you need, and we have a lot of fun. First, I just want to jump in with Blake Taaffe. We've spoken about him a fair bit already, but just directly getting into his numbers here. I didn't do him in that last video, so we'll get into that here. Has a fairly high break even, not owned by many people at the moment in the top 5,000. That's completely fair, and the worry with him is if you pick him up early and he hits a 20 or 30 odd and doesn't make you too much money, and you've picked him up and then something happens. The thing is with him, he hasn't scored super well. He's got a couple of decent games in the quarterfinal and semi-final, 30 odd and a 40 odd, and got a 20 odd in the final. So that's where we're at here. And then you've got a 28 in his most recent game. Good thing is he's getting the goal kicking, so that's the biggest tick for him. How to trice this? He's never someone that makes a ridiculous amount of meters, and if he does, he doesn't make many tackles or get a large amount of tackle breaks, for example. So that's the big worry with him, is that where is he going to get all these points? Is he going to be able to get them from tries? Probably not. Is it try assists? Not sure. He's coming off an ankle injury as well. So I think you can definitely hold off on him. You're not going to lose out on big price rises this week. And yes, they come up against the Dogs, but they got the Tigers after that. And if he goes well this week, then you can really pick him up next week and use him as that wing fullback cover. So that's the thoughts on Taaffe. Let's jump in here. And we got a cheeky fella here in Joshy. Hey, Jamie, any tips? I'm at rank number 2. Shh. Do your thing. I like this. Be radical. Get to rank 1, and Anthony said try again next year. Fair enough. All right. So Toby, not looking at who might play Origin. I currently have got 11 players in teams to play round 13. Should I get 1 or 2 more before then, or possibly get IPAPs at some point? I go IPAPs first. I just wanted to give yourself a little bit of an idea as how many players you've got playing currently. Get into that video, guys, on the Origin. So whether it's this week, right now, watch it and watch it again later, or just watch it within the next couple of weeks. I will talk about it again, further looking into like round 8, round 9, when we're getting closer. So I want you to start thinking about it a little bit. So yeah, I wouldn't, if you've got that many players already, I wouldn't worry too much, but just when you're thinking about making a trade, just think of it, the Origin, the buy schedule and stuff like that, and then make your decision from there. So that's that. Jay, Ovo, what's up, bro? What happens if we don't have a computer or laptop? How would a screenshot on my phone if you don't? So the easiest way to do that, someone screenshotted both and then did a little editing on their phone and merged them together and wrote on their phone. So that's something you can do. That worked okay for the last video. Give that a go. Give that a go, Jay, and see what happens. All right, Beanie, your channel is starting to pop off, Jay. So great to see you getting some traction. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It's all from you guys, so thank you very much. Bean, also again, please, I need to know, is it too late to get May? I still think he's got probably 100K to make, but it is getting a little bit late. It's up to you if you want to chase that. If you haven't used many trades, then yeah, go for it. But if you have, then I'd probably wait. Only have 8 players. That's fine. That's not an issue at this stage. Has Arrow lost his extra 20 minutes, or do people just think he's peaked? The first week he played a fair bit more time on an edge than he did in the middle, and since then he's been playing 20 minutes on the edge and 35 in the middle, so it's pretty normal. He's just pretty much peaked and hasn't been scoring terrifically the last 2 weeks. Low 40s. It's okay. In round 13, if I counted right, I've got 11 out of 21 playing. If I count, yeah, awesome. That's good. Hey, Jamie, does this all apply the same way in head-to-head comps as well? Yeah, what is he said depends how your head-to-head comp is set up. That's the big difference with overall and a head-to-head league. You usually don't have to worry about what happens setting yourself up for the buy periods. You just continue making cash and building up guns in your side. That's the best thing to do. Tumsy? Thanks, mate. But should I go Ilias or Taaffe? Like you said, I'd go Ilias if you have that option. If you're going to bring someone in, then I'd pick him at that price point. I think he's got some better money-making potential with the big kick meters and everything from it there. Hunter Cleary and Arrow to Papa. I probably wouldn't, mate. I'd probably look to go, if you can go Arrow to Cleary or Arrow to Papa, would be a decent one, and then build up to the other player. I wouldn't trade out Ben Hunt this week personally. I think that's a bit silly. Domi, hi Jamie, can you explain the double loop in another video if you get the chance? Yes, I will do that. Let's do it now. Let's see if it works actually, depending which team I've got it set up to. But I think actually let's do another video. That'll be better. I'll do it before. Can you message me again, ready tomorrow, and I'll pop it in there when I go through. I'll show it. Actually, I'll just show it in the people squad. So we have 2 out, Vitalea and also Haas. I'll just show it in that. That'll be easier. All right. It's just me, all the red columns in the spreadsheet bugging with your eyes. Oh, sorry, bro. You must be going blind, mate. Tough times. Getting absolutely trounced in the comments there, Charlesy. Unlucky. Arrow to May, yeah, he could, but I think it's a little bit of a worry to go down to him if you're going to bring him at all. Arrow's doing okay. May's going to score similarly, so you bank a little bit of cash and making a trade in that same time. You probably need a mid as well this week, so up to you. Yes, there's a buy wholesale video. Just last night came out. How sexy is Nanai to IPAP and Berry to Cooler this week? Or should I save the trade? Decent, man. I don't mind it. Yeah, if you're sitting on like 28 trades plus, I think that's good. And I might go Arrow to Papali'i, Curran, or Murray. If I did Papali'i, I would have 60 left, Curran 130, Murray 0. I'd probably go Isaiah. Would be good. May need to get Cleary if he explodes. So yeah, go the first one. I think is the best option. Have Sexton, Egan, and Nanai, and don't have Cleary. Do I make the trades to get him in, or just hold all 3 for buy rounds? Is Egan to Starling sideways? Yeah, he's like obviously a decent price in the 600s. Probably almost sideways. Egan's going to be up and down. I've never picked him as a gun scorer. Starling's probably got another 100k to make, so that's up to you on that one. Sexton's potential hold. You could trade him out as well. Arrow and Nanai to Cleary and Gula. Yeah, okay. Go on. Nice video, Jamie. Thank you, Jack. Arrow and Nanai to Cleary and Taff, or IPAP and Hetherington. Arrow and Nanai to Cleary and Taff, or IPAP and Hetherington. I probably would stay away from Taff this week personally. So, but then Hetherington, we're not sure how he's going to go. I brought him in last week and really liked him, but it's always a worry. How's he going to go the week 2? Is he going to bounce back? I'm not exactly sure. So, not 100% clear on those trades, if I'm being honest. IPAPs or DCE maybe could be a better option if you didn't want to trade out those guys. How do I send it? Yeah, thanks, Bean. Get in there. Team picks is how you send in the team to have a look at. Thank you again, Jack's staff. Hey, man, should I upgrade Blake Brayley for Cook/Grant or hold him for a few more weeks? I'd move on. Yeah, he was never really a buy to begin with. He did well for a few weeks and hasn't since, so get rid of him. Who would you play out of Gula, Walters, and Krita? Krita's been great. They come up against a fair, Broncos will be okay. Walters will get close to 30. Kula probably a 25. Krita, chance to get 50, so I'd probably go him or Walters. Is it worth trading Hastings to Schneider? If you don't have Schneider, get him in. That's needed. But I would have traded Hastings out for Schneider 3 weeks ago. Anyway. Lads, I have 202k in the bank. I don't know if I should get rid of Nanai this round, but if I do, I want to upgrade him. So who do you recommend upgrading to? If you're thinking about upgrading a guy that's a hold, you need to be clear. It needs to be going down to a gun cash cow or going up to a gun. Think of it like that. Yeah, Mitchy bruh. That's the easiest way to do it. If you're not sure who you want to pick, then hold him. I think would be the best option. Cass King, hey bro, I'm thinking trading Nanai and Burton for Gula and Cleary. Don't get rid of Burton. I think it's silly. So don't do it. Hey mate, 28 trades, 276 in the bank. Thank you for that. Thinking about straight trading Arrow to either Murray, IPAP, or Curran. Go IPAP and Berry to Gula. This is the one you already said. So yeah, that was good. Penasini get dual position next week. No, you'll have to play 3 rounds. Thank you to my teammates to help me out. I'll give you a little like as well. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Would you move Klukstar on for Taff? You just scored a decent one last week, so I wouldn't do that. Just hold off on Taff this week. I would love to leave it. Thank you for jumping in there, Bean, as well, for the help. Josh Dunmore, I'm undecided for captain choice, Hines or Cook. I felt Cook was the safest bet, but if they get out on Togs, might play less minutes. Hines up against the Storm could be a tough one as well. Cook's been going really good. He's probably the safest for sure, but Hines is going to get kick meters, run meters, potential try assist, tackles. I think he's going to do well also, so either way, it's going to be fine. Take your pick. Flip a coin. Brayley's a sell for me. Get one of your gun hookers, or if you can go to a gun mid, you can go to a good half, you can go to a fullback. It doesn't matter. If you've got Starling, if you've got Randall, you'll be fine. Hey boss, is this a loop? Putting Critter emergency 5, Cooler number 6, and putting Russell starting wing. Yeah, so you get whichever one, and if one of whichever one you want to play, you think is going to do better. So let's just say you put, Critter 5, you think he's going to do better. If he gets 17, then you just move Cooler up into the starting jersey. That's an easy one to do it if you want to do that. Nanai to Starling, yeah, it's okay. I think he has more upside. Nanai could come out and go really well. Also, Jack Craig, I've spoken about all the captaincy options, mate. Cleary, Nico, Cook, DCE. Just say, yeah, I said Nico. They're the options, which is good. All right. Aubrey Walters to Taff. Nah. Will Smith to Cooler. Ugh. Nah. Ilias. Play Ilias. Who would you captain? Cook or Hines? We've asked that one. Either way is fine. Which of these trades do you think are worth it? Arrow to Moale and Man to Cleary? I wouldn't change. I wouldn't move on Man. Arrow to one of Murray or Papali'i and then I to Moale. Yeah, it's okay. You're losing 2 decent scorers for 1 great scorer and 1 bad scorer. Do you need to play him this week? That's all the questions. Arrow to one of Curran or TPAJ and then I to Taff. Probably the second one, mate. Already have DC scoring well, so I don't know if I necessarily need Cleary at the moment. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. There you go. 1, 2, 3 said 2. There you go. Thoughts on Clifford? Probably has to go, mate. Unfortunately, there's a lot of good halves. You got Cleary, you got DCE going, you got Snyder's doing great. Yeah, you can move them on. Plenty of other guys, Moses, all the rest doing well. Got 24 trades left. I had a crap start to the season as I'm new to this and knew nothing about league. Looking at 4 trades. 4 more trades and my team should be good and won't have to trade for like 6 to 8 rounds. That would be ideal. Yeah, it doesn't work that way though. Thanks, Anthony. Injuries and stuff. Every week I think, yeah, I don't have to trade for another month. Next week, make 2 trades. Yep. Welcome to Fantasy, Liam. But yeah, try and fix your team as much as possible. Don't trade guys that are holds that I say are holds and just improve things along the way. Thanks, Bro. End up reversing that Ben Hunt trade. Did Arrow plus Nanai to Papali and Taff going to get Cleary next round? Okay, sure. Penasini to Manu. I wouldn't trade Penasini personally. Manu's going to be an option at some point. Just check out that buy, hold, sell video. He'll help you out. Hey, mate, I was second last squad. In addition to Arrow to Murray, I'm also considering going Coates, Russell, or Nanai to Kula or Taff. Nah, just hold the second one. Just leave the first. Schiller to Taff or Arrow to Curran. Probably the second one. I'd leave the first one. Looking at going Nanai to Kula, Burton or Hughes to Cleary. Nah, hold those 2. Don't be silly. Thoughts on trading Arrow and Crichton for Cleary and Taff. Just don't like it. I just feel like it's 2 trades for the sake of it. Crichton's a hold. Arrow could be a hold. I feel like Arrow to Cleary, just do that straight up, but I'm assuming you need the extra money, so yeah, it's a tough one. Just build your way up to Cleary, I think, rather than doing that. Yeah, Crichton's a hold. Taff could come in and you have to trade him out eventually anyway. Traded Arrow for Curran, looking good. Awesome. Kelly. Tanga. Can someone help me in the registration page? You keep saying last name can't be empty. Yeah, we'll just pop anything in there. Doesn't matter if it's a dot, couple of dot, I don't know. You'll be able to sort it out. Bandit, is Nanai to Davey a good option? No, Davey's a hold, not a buy. Would you rather trade out Bird or Nanai first? Bird, I think. Bird could be a keeper at centre, but I think there's better keepers. You got Burton, you got Aiken, you got the guns in Manu and these types of guys over Bird, I think. He just hasn't shown enough, unfortunately, and playing a 6. He got 44 last week, but that's kind of his high at the moment. They're not playing amazing, so move him on before Nanai. Yeah, I think you're going Nanai to Kula, wing fullback cover, and Sexton to DCE. Yeah, go on. I like that. That's a better trade. Sexton to DCE is a big upgrade. Well done. Hey, bro, in your opinion, which trades would you prefer? Finucane and Stephen Crichton for DCE and Starling, or Finucane and Stephen Crichton for Cleary and Taff? First one, but I don't like trading out Crichton. Can you just go Finucane to DCE? If you can do that, just do that and hold the second one. Trade a Payne Haas for Josh Curran. No, don't do it. Thank you, Izzy. Appreciate it. Might sell Hines for Edric Lee. Yes. What a beautiful trade that is. It'll net you negative 53. And a captaincy option. Love your videos, Jamie. Do you think Crichton and Bird? Thank you. It's Smiley. Crichton and Bird to Kula and Kiri is a decent move. Bird, yes. Crichton, no. Isaiah Yo or Josh Curran? Curran? Penasini to Taff? No. I love how I'm liking it, saying no. Don't understand what looping is. Can someone explain it to me? Yep, if you watch my video on tomorrow on the trades, then I'll help you out with that one. That'll be sweet. Ruben Cotter, and there's a bunch of, just look in how to loop on YouTube, and you should be able to find that. Is Ruben Cotter reasonable buy at 600k? Just check out my video today. Last night on Cotter in the buy, hold, sell. That'll help. Would you love to take on this trade? Hamanueli versus Vailea out, and then in Starling and Jay King. I wouldn't bring in Josh King this week. Just bring in Starling out of those. Do I trade Hughes up to a Cleary? No. Hughes is good. Grant or Nico Hines captain. Either way, I think Grant could be really good actually. Cheeky. Both will do well. How do I send my team to review? Get in the Discord group. Jet. That would help. Should I captain Murray, Grant, or DCE? DCE, I think. Super consistent. Mid-60s. You'll be fine. Hey, man, need to trade either Leah Thompson or Penasini. Why? Probably Penn. If it has to be one of them, has to be. He's more pricey. Leo's still got 50k to make. Penasini needs one more big score to get some more money, so more certain that Leo has a bit more money to make. Thoughts on Penasini on the wing against the Tigers? I actually don't mind it, Nath. I spoke about it in one of the recent videos. I think that he's going to get more ball. He's moving on to the left. Left is good. Left side, strong side for the Eels. Doesn't look like Kobe's mix will increase. Kevy said it was that if House was out, James and Keenan better be ready to play some more time. Yeah, but Ryan James isn't going to play 60 minutes. Has plays 70, so it has to be spread. You'd expect at least 50 for Kobe, going forward. But yeah, I understand. Is Nanai Starling sideways? Potentially. We already asked this, I think. Thanks, Jamie. I was the second team. I can just make it to do Nanai and TPJ, but that leaves me 2k in the bank. Do you think Walters will get good points for the 2 weeks? 2 weeks? No, Albert's out for a long time. Walters there for ages, so don't stress about him. Nanai to TPJ would be decent. Yeah, go for it. Why does Burton not have a pick on fantasy? Apparently he wasn't there on photo day. Silly bugger. I've had Alec McDonald since he was 233. Is it time to trade him away? Hold for a little bit. He's a little bit more, he's more expensive. Once it's a clear cash cow, then you can trade to him. I got some spam. If you're in there, guys, report the spam for these kind of people that are saying all this. So it would be very helpful. Should I trade Satilli or keep him until Origin? I think you can trade him if you want, to be honest. Part 2's happened. All right, let's go a few more questions, guys. Got Tom Dearden. Do I trade him or keep him? Keeps playing well and making me cash. Well, yeah, just keep holding on, man. He's actually playing really good footy. Obviously not a keeper long term, but he's doing well anyway. I think he's only going to get better. Hey, bro, which of these trades do you recommend? Stephen Crichton and Finucane for Cleary and Taff, or DCE and Starling? DCE and Starling, get that. That's sick. All right, Swift Penasiti getting the wing spot. Is there a chance he gets dual position, or will he have to wait for the next update for a chance? Yes, he will, unfortunately. So 2 games is not enough, which will be, sorry, 1 game. Yeah, 1 game is not going to be enough to get named there next week. It's getting named in round 6 is when they'll do the updates as well. It's on the Wednesday, but that'll be only 2 and you need 3, unfortunately. Should I trade Jair and Nanai from Murray and Wiley? That's a decent one. As we've said, we just had that question. What are your thoughts on upgrading Crit and Amanu this round? It's okay. Only slightly discounted, as he said. Crichton's not going to lose too much money. He could score better than Crichton, but you can pick him up now if you want. If you're really set on him, get him now. If you're not, you can get him in 3 weeks. Whatever. Spoke about that one. Wiley Akula. Probably Akula, just. Think he's going to play over Origin as well. Either one's going to be okay. You're going to get them to play over Origin. Murray's going to be gone. Who else are they going to have? Colin Matangi, maybe, because he's been really good. So they'll have a few guys out. So will Tommy Turbo will be out, for example, as well. So that's that. Got a few trade options this week. Brayley and A for feeder to May and Kula. Brayley and Nanai to Murray and Kula. Brayley and Crichton. Brayley and Tedesco. Hold the bottom one. Do you want... Oh, you obviously want Murray. So if you want Murray, I'd go the second one. I'm assuming the third one's Stephen Crichton. DCL Cook would be good also. Up to you. But if you've got your heart set on Murray, so do that. Yeah. Sorry, mate. Didn't do the Discord link. I'm sure I've posted. Someone posted in there. Be a legend. Go into Charlie. Post it for me. Thank you. And that's in the analysing your first teams one. Is Moses going to play Origin? Nope. Unless there's injuries. We're looking to trade Arrow to Cleary as well. However, I'm 11k short. Damn. Go Arrow to DCE. Is it too late for Aiken? Oh, borderline, I think, on that one. Up to you. Oh, thanks, Dana. Honestly, look forward to seeing your videos, mate. Love the work. Thank you very much. Puts a smile to my face. Look at that. Sebastian, what do you think of Josh King and Arrow to Stags and Mano? Stags feels a little bit like chasing last week's points, so just be aware of that. I don't think captaining Hines this week against Storm is a good idea. It usually doesn't matter. Like, Cleary plays good against any team. Hines should be able to play good against any team and score well. Yeah, he scored really well against the Eels. He scored great last week. Yeah, he'll be fine. Cleary just his shoulder last week. He's about to have a big score. Sorry for spam. That's okay, goal key. That's good chat. It's all right. Because I want him to go well also. Awesome work. Love the comment. Team reviews. Is the 800 feeder to Tuolangi or Andrew JV a good trade with a Fifi topping out? I think just hold, man. I wouldn't bother with that. Thank you, Jamie, for making us aware of the questions and possibilities. Mindbender, the true scout. Come on. Who do we even think is the lone scout? We need to find out who is the lone scout, by the way. If you don't already have Origin players, do you not trade for them yet, unless cheap backup? Yeah, fair. All right, a couple more to go. Josh King might be he said this is where the spamming came from. Josh King might be a stick with Smith once again on the outer due to Roosters next year unless injury. Yeah, King, but his PPM's never been sick, but like 30, what have you got? 37, 36, and 68 minutes. He won't get 68 every week, so just keep him in your team until he gets around, he still starts hitting 30s, I think. No, hold Burton. Payne out. That's probably it. Do you know when RFM comes back? Don't worry about him. He'll probably come off the bench anyway. And that's going to be a while. Next few weeks. Good on you, Brad. Jesus, Jamie, love the legwork and effort you're putting in, especially when you're mostly helping the people you're trying to beat. This is true, but this is the reason I'm doing this. I'm here to help you guys. Yeah, there's usually, if I'm being honest, over the past 10 years, 12 years, whatever, however long I've been playing this game, there's really only ever been around 3,000 to 4,000 people actually that know what they're doing, if I'm honest. So it's been really difficult to miss that sort of 5,000. But I think the last few years has gone a lot better. There's a bit more content. A lot more people are getting into it, obviously getting into Supercoach and stuff as well. So I just really want the game to be bigger, right? If the game's bigger, it obviously helps me as a creator in the space. It's more fun for you guys. Obviously, it's more difficult. But if you've got a lot more of your mates playing, if your mates actually know what they're doing, then it's more fun in your head-to-head leagues, in your overall leagues and stuff in general. So I think that's kind of, I really like how much the channel's growing, and for that aspect, and for my obviously selfish aspect that being able to help a lot of people is really, really cool. So thanks for that, Brad. But yeah, I'm not worried about people beating me. If I win, great. If I don't, I'm going to be up there somewhere anyway, and it's been a fun season. All right, and the last one, crazy praying mantis. I analysed my team, and I've come to the conclusion that it's poo squared. Thank you very much. You've been here a long time, crazy. Appreciate all of you a lot. Like, subscribe, all the good stuff. Thank you so much for being in the Q&A. I hope that answered the majority of your questions. I think I got them all out of the way. We'll jump in tomorrow, get into the Draft Stars content and also the trades for the week. If you haven't made a decision yet on what trades we should make in the People Squad, get in the Discord group. Plenty of things to go through in there. There'll be plenty of discussion, and I hope you have a great Thursday. See you, team.